All right, Corey, here's your sprint analysis video, man. I'll keep it simple for you to understand. Again, as we look at this, we're going to look at your start. We're going to look at your dry phase, look at your mechanics, your head, your body, your arms, your knees, as you sprint and see how we can continue to improve. Felt like you did a good job, man. Didn't know that, like I said, you were hurt at some different times, so I hope you're feeling better and the injuries heal up. Okay, let's go ahead and watch it first. Let's watch it run. All right, let's go back. First thing we're going to look at is your start. Okay, when I said go, did you take off or did you take another step? All right, so when I said go, you came down and you pushed off, which is a good job with no false step, okay? If you can bend down just a little bit more, the next thing, if you can get down to that position right there, when I say go, the first thing you're going to do is move forward versus go down. See that? When I say ready, go, you went down. I say go, you went down. But if you can stay in that position right there, find that position. When I say go, the first step is forward. You see that? That makes a tremendous difference to getting to the ball, having speed. Okay, let's look at your dry phase. Okay, we talked about in the dry phase, we want to try to basically get to a situation where we are in a 45-degree body angle. That means our body is in that 45-degree dry phase. Okay, let's kind of see where your body is at. Your head should be down, shoulders should be forward, knees should be coming forward and back. Okay, there's a 10, that's to get to 20. So let's just see your body position, okay? Your first couple steps, you were in that dry phase, look at that. After about the fourth step, right, fifth step, okay, now you start to get a little more vertical. Okay, when you get a little more vertical, you're stopping the power now and you're getting into top end speed. So just like a car has to drive fast and far enough to get into second gear, you got to drive and stay in that drive phase a little longer, okay? So that way you can build up as much speed as you can, okay? After you come up, let's kind of see. Now we want to focus on let's watch what's watching with our head now. Okay, so now our head should be looking forward, okay, chin slightly tucked, okay? Our shoulders should be in front of our hips. So if you look at it, the shoulders, okay, you're more vertical, you're more straight up and down, okay? And I'll show you what that means. Okay, so you started this dry phase. You started there, like that, okay? And then as we went, okay, after 20 meters, you got right vertical. Now you're vertical. Look at that. Now you're straight up and down. When we get to top speed, we don't want to be straight up and down. We want to have we still want to have a slight lean. Our shoulders are at the top, okay, and our hips is at the bottom. So we want to have our shoulders at the top, okay, in front of our hips, okay? You're running straight up and down, okay, right here, okay, but your shoulders are still they're slightly leaning forward. You're more like this. Okay, you're more like that. We need you a little bit more, okay, we need you a little bit more like this. Okay, so you can drive back into the ground. Okay, in this right here, you got your head came up, then your head went down. Okay, then your head came up, then your head went down. Okay, that's a lot of wasted energy and movement that you don't need to have when you're trying to sprint, okay? So let's get those shoulders forward. Okay, now let's look at the arms now, cheek to cheek. Hands should come up to the front cheek, okay? So bring that elbow forward, hands up to the front cheek, okay? Which will bring your knee. So here's the thing, the engine to the legs, to the arms, the engine to the legs is the arms, okay? So what you'll see is if your arm is straight down right here, okay, the top is your shoulder, the bottom is your elbow, then that means your knee is only going to come up this much off the ground, just like yours is. But if that elbow is a little more forward, the top is the shoulder, okay, the top is, I reach this off, okay. So if you get a chance to bring that elbow a little bit more forward, okay, versus yours being straight down, then that knee is going to be, instead of it being down here, right here, it's going to be a little higher. Okay, now that knee will be up here, okay, and it will allow you to cover more ground in your sprinting mechanics. Okay, so remember, you got to swing those arms cheek to cheek, And it's going to bring those knees up and then strike the ground. Okay? Let's look at your mechanics. Let's look at your arms. Okay, I see them a little wide. So you're kind of flapping your arms, okay? I need your elbows to be at 90 degrees, okay? And they need to be at 90 degrees. See, right now, that's not 90 degree. That's you just throwing your arms back. So they need to be a little tense or stronger at 90 degree, driving forward and back. And those knees coming forward and back. Those knees coming forward and then hitting the ground. So right here, see, when you hit a full stride, your knees, instead of it being right here, okay, your knees need to be up this high, okay? So instead of it being that right there, instead of it being here, we need it to be here. That's going to allow you to cover more ground, okay, as you run and help the mechanics, okay? So let's look as you keep going. Now remember, we worked on a lot of wall drills where we're snatching the ground. So remember, whenever that foot, when you bring that heel to the butt, the knee should come up and then it should attack the ground. And whenever you attack the ground, see right now your hips are here and your foot is hitting the ground here. That means you're putting on the brakes. Okay, anytime that foot comes in front of us on the ground, we're putting on the brakes. So what we need to do is we need to have that foot come right up underneath us because you're snatching that foot back into the ground. All right, so as you look at this, I want you to remember, here's the coaching point. Let's go ahead and make sure we got good arms, good head movement, okay, good head tilt, okay, not up and down. Arms going to be a little more stronger, going cheek to cheek. Knees going to come a little higher. Foot's going to come underneath us, okay? And it's going to be faster, okay? Other than that, I feel like you worked through your injuries and stuff. Great job. And let's continue to keep getting better, working from there, okay? So what we're going to do, we'll watch you full time. See, it looked like you was running, jogging, running, jogging, running, jogging. We just need to be the whole thing. Now, once you put everything together, and this is going to be you full speed, much faster. Great job, man. Wish you best in your season. You know, let us know if you need anything. You did a great job.